My name is Brian Lutz, and I'm the Public Works Foreman, or Works and Utilities they call it now, for the city of Melfort. Melfort is very close to 6,500 people.
Okay.
Well, I started here 38 years ago, and Brian Hogan was bringing product when I started, so I would say it goes back at least 40 years. We have a monthly rotation of servicing our lift stations. Once since I've been here, we had a crew come in and do a sludge removal, and I'm not so sure it was needed, but they sold their, and they did a job.
Yeah.
But it's only once since I've been here, and there's no signs of sludge coming to the surface. That was done probably 10 years ago.
So that design is the only thing that you use for almost 6,500 people. And for the last 10 or so years, you haven't had to deal with sludge management at all?
No.
No.
One thing I like is the final cells where we drain off. Like this spring when I looked in them, like the water in them was clear. You could see bugs swimming down low, you know. It looks just like river water, clear water.
Wow.
And well, the primary cells, no, they get milky, but that's because Actozyme is doing its job. But by the time it comes around and sits in the holding cells, the product, the ducks are in it, they nest there. I think it's pretty much water when we're done. Keeps our sewer mains clear, and our lift stations, from time to time we go with the back truck if we get a build-up, but pretty much the lift stations are pretty clean. There's some with restaurants tied into them that get grease in them and they're a little tougher, but it basically does the job.
As far as your effluent quality when you discharge and you do your tests, you're able to meet regulations? Is there any issues with regulations?
We haven't had any issues to this point. Like, every time we apply to release, we get clearance, and we call ahead to the RMs involved, and we haven't had any problems to this point. Only problem, when you take on new staff, just educating them to what they're doing and how this product works, it's important. It's a bacteria, and I don't have it perfect myself, but I know that it goes to work in that lagoon and it eats up the solids, and the water comes clear, and it does its job. I share with them that it's important. It keeps our grease down, and it cleans our lines, and it's important to understand what you're doing and how often you're doing it. And yeah, it's just a very important part of our operation here.
Would you recommend this product to somebody else then?
I certainly would, yes.
And if so, why would you recommend it then?
Because it works. If it's not broke, don't try and fix it.